Mm, interesting. No, it was an interesting little something before I went live. They really fought me, but you'll hear about that on the second live, on the second wave. So anyway, the whole point of this video, I just jumped on real quick to tell people, man, I just teach for free. I'll be watching a lot of this shit on Facebook, man, and I'm gonna tell it like it is. A lot of you cats is shisty hucksters, man. Straight scumbags. Filthy scumbags. If you're really getting the bread and you're really getting the paper out here, man, you should have some kind of statement from the man, from the IRS, from the government. They should be sending you a statement telling you what they think your percentage of the fee is or what their percentage of the taxes is, or they're going to tell you. So that's how, honest to God, I know a lot of you cats is scumbags because otherwise, how in the hell is you going to charge somebody? If you know people are poor and they're fighting poverty and you're going to charge them to teach them how to escape poverty, you're a scumbag. A real live, everyday scumbag. A super scumbag, actually. And that's just the way it is. There ain't no way around it. There ain't no way through it. If your craft you should be doing well. If your craft is working as good as it said it is, then you should have no problems at all getting money. You shouldn't need to charge people to teach them. It's like, I don't understand. So basically, this is the real life synoptical breakdown of it right here. Basically, I've never been fishing before. And I come down to the creek and I don't know how to fish. And so I asked you to I see you catching all these fish. You got buckets and buckets and buckets of fish. And I see you with the fish. Then I'll come out and say, "Hey, teach me how to fish." So instead of you teaching me how to fish, you tell me first you need me to give you fish before you teach me how to fish. I want all of you cats out here that's talking about you really getting money. You really got something that your technique is working and that you got some product. If you standing on the bank of life and you're catching fish, why would you, and somebody comes up to you with no fish and they trying to learn how to fish, how the hell are you going to tell them to give you fish before they learn how to catch fish? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Use your common sense. Really, really think about it. You're standing at the bank. You're fishing. You're catching a lot of fish. Somebody comes up to you and they says, "Teach me how to fish." And you tell them they have to give you fish first to teach you how to fish? That's how moronic and dumb you sound. You haven't said it to yourself, and the only thing that you're doing is abjectly qualifying your fucking sorry greed. And I'm just here to tell you that's what you're doing. If you're really going to teach somebody, teach them. But you can't stand on the fish bank and tell people with no fishing pole and no fishing line that they got to pay you in fucking fish before you teach them how to fish. That's how dumb you sound. So if you really know how to fish, like you saying you do, you won't even show a bag. I'm gonna show you something. I'm finna really take a crack at you. You won't even have a bag of fish. What you'll have, if you really know how to fish, what you'll have is you'll have a letter from the state that you live in telling you you owe us taxes from this much fish you sold. That's how that works. That's how that really works. If you really was really stretching the bag, like you say, you'd be able to show your taxes instead of trying to brag and say I don't pay taxes. You file. You're the corrupt cancer that's fucking with America right now. But you so getting money. You so into teaching people. Look, don't sit and lie and say you're getting a bag if you're not getting a bag. Tell people you're getting a bag by teaching people how to get their bag. That's what you really say. You don't sit around and act like you're getting some bag. You're not getting no bag. You're a sponge. You're a mooch. You're a leech. You disgust me. You're that lamprey fish or whatever, that thing that sucks onto the back of whales. And that's real talk. Because if you was really, really getting that bag, like you say, you'd have a bill from your state and from the federal IRS letting you know what their cut is. And that's real talk. That ain't even talking shit. That ain't pushing nobody down. That's just saying what it is. But if you really out here getting a bag like that, at the end of the day, you wouldn't have to teach nobody. If you're standing on the banks of life and your bag is full of fish, and somebody comes along and they don't even want to ask you for a free fish from you, they just want you to teach them how to make a pole and where to dig the worms up at so they can catch fish like you. But instead, your sorry, thirsty ass can't wait to tax them. No fish for them. They got to give you fish. First, you got to talk about them for not having fish until they give you fish. And then after they give you fish, you can teach them to fish. But I'm the asshole though, right?